Hi everyone, welcome to my page. I'm Gelsina. Today we'll be doing a 30-minute intense Pilates workout. So let's begin. Let's start today's class just in a comfortable seated position. Relax the hands either on the knees, palms up or down. Close the eyes and take a moment here to feel grounded in the body and the mind. Let's begin now by bringing the arms at shoulder height, palms facing down. And then as you inhale, bring the palms above your head and look up. Exhale, bring them down to the ground. So let's do this a couple of times, just warming up the arms, really reaching up, having a tall spine and breathing. Now we'll pause at the top, bring the arms at shoulder distance, and then bring them back together overhead. So we're just inhaling, bringing the palms together, exhaling, bringing the arms out. Having a straight back, you should really feel this in your back, in your neck, in your arms. And then let's just bring the arms at shoulder height, palms down, and we'll make some small circles forward. So try not to be lazy about the arms. You really want to engage the arms here, even the hands and the fingers, having the spine tall. And then pausing and reversing the direction of the circles. You should really start to feel the arms warm up here. From here, just pause and then bring the arms forward, up, and back to shoulder height. So forward, up, and then down to shoulder height. Really keeping the arms nice and engaged here. And just breathing with your movements here. We'll just do a couple more. And then let's take the arms back to shoulder height with the palms down, and we're just pumping the arms slightly up and down. So keeping a nice long line of energy with the arms, breathing and pumping. From here, we'll keep our sit bones on the ground and we're just reaching from one side to the other side as far as you can. Try to keep the arms as straight as possible. Just a couple more. And then we'll come back to center, bring the arms together in front of you. Push the fingertips up and the palms out. And then bring the arms out. So we're just pushing in and out with the arms, breathing here. Really trying to keep your fingertips up towards the ceiling as much as you can. With control, let's do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. This time you're going to keep the arms as they are, push the palms out. Feeling really strong in the arms here. Continuing to breathe. And then let's bring our right hand down to the right side and reach the left arm up and over. This should feel really good after all of our arm movements. Let's come back up to center and we'll go right to the other side. Really try to open your chest here up towards the ceiling and breathe. Let's come now up to just regular seating and we'll just roll our shoulders back several times, really exaggerating the rolls, the circles. And let's come to our hands and knees. So from here, we'll just start to bring some movement to the spine by doing a few cat and cow positions. You can go as slow as you like, inhaling as you look up, dropping the spine, exhaling as you curve the spine, bring the chin towards the chest. Let's come now back to neutral position and we'll bring our right leg back behind us, bending the leg, flex the foot, and we'll just pump the leg up and up. We're going for 20 times here. Try to keep the spine nice and long, breathing with each pump up and up. And then pausing. Let's now reach the leg back and then reach the left arm out in front of you. Bring the arm out to the side, bring the right leg out to the right side. So we'll do this 5 times, going in opposite directions, really reaching out at an angle. This is a tough one, I know. Just 2 more. When you come back to center, reach the arm forward and then bring the knee and the elbow to meet in. Reaching out and bringing everything in. Just a couple more times. And then on this last one, let's just hold the knee and the elbow towards one another. And then release back down to hands and knees. Maybe you'd like to do a few more cat-cow positions, or you can do a few hip circles. So I like to really exaggerate this pose, going in really big circles in one direction, keeping my knees on the ground, imagining the hips sort of like liquid. And then when you'd like, you could switch the directions of the hip circles. Let's make our way slowly back to center, back to our hands and knees, and we'll do the other side. So reach your left leg up, and then flexing the foot, bring it up and up. So we're just doing our pumps here. Staying balanced in the hands, breathing. Imagine a string just pulling up the knee and the calf, trying to keep the foot flexed. And then from here, reach the left leg back, reach the right arm forward. And then we'll do 5 reach outs. So reach out with your right hand to the right side and bring your left leg to the left side. Staying balanced here, breathing. And then come back to center, and we'll bring the elbow and the knee together and then out 5 times. On the 5th time, bringing the knee and elbow together, holding, and then release hands and knees back down. From here, let's separate the knees, push back to child's pose, and take a breath here. Reach the fingertips as far forward as you would like. Let's come back up to hands and knees now and come directly to our plank position. Try to keep the hips in line with the body. From here, we'll bring our left knee to the left elbow and right knee to right elbow. So we're just switching, breathing, really pressing into your palms here. Let's do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then holding our plank position, breathing, and then we'll lift the legs. So we're just switching the legs, lifting up and up. Again, feeling balanced in the body here, in the hands, really reaching up and out with each foot. Breathe. Come back to plank and slowly lower down. It should feel good to bring your forearms to the ground. Open the chest here and just breathe. Have the feet relaxed. You can stay in this position, or you can push into your palms, straighten the arms, and really make this pose even deeper. Slowly lower back down if you lifted the elbows. Bring the hands back, and then bring the arms back behind you, palms facing up. So 5 times we'll just lift up and then lower down. Lift the chest up as you breathe. Exhale, lower, really reaching the arms back and up. Just a couple more. Breathe and reach. Then on this last one, you can keep breathing, keep the arms up, and then reach the legs up too. Breathe and hold. Let's lower everything back down just for a moment. And then we'll prepare for our next set of movements. So reach everything back up, the arms and legs, and then we'll bring the arms to a cactus alongside the shoulders, and then reach the arms forward and bring the legs apart. Reach the arms back to cactus and bring the legs together. So continue doing this, breathing. I know this is a difficult one. Let's do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. And on this one, you're going to hold the elbows back, hold the legs up, and then release everything down. Bring your head to one side, straighten the arms alongside the body, and take a breath. Really good job. Now let's roll on to our right side. So using your right arm as a pillow, bring your legs straight together in line with your hips. We're just lifting the legs up and lowering down, keeping your hips on the ground. Let's just do a couple more, really reaching up as high as you can. Let's do 3 more, and then we'll keep the legs up, holding them together, And then from here, lower the bottom leg and then reach it up towards the top. Continuing to breathe here, really reaching and lifting. If you'd like to make this harder, you could reach the arm up. And then keep the legs together, reach them up a little bit higher, and then lower down. Great job. So let's come immediately onto our right forearm, stacking the feet, or you could crisscross them, coming into a side plank. Bring your left arm up towards the ceiling, and we're going to just do some hip dips. So breathing, really bringing the hips up as high as you can here. You should really feel this in the abs and in the side body. Let's pause at the top now and bring the left arm up overhead. And we're just holding here and breathing. Slowly lower back down. Let's bend the legs now and bring them in front of you, and let's reach the right arm up and over towards the left. This should feel really good just to release everything we just did. Let's come directly now onto the opposite side. I'm just switching sides so you can see my front body, but I'm laying down on my left arm and I have my legs in line with my hips. So let's come immediately to those leg lifts, lifting up and down, keeping the hips onto the ground. Breathing. Again, you could reach the top arm up or keep it on the ground. And then we'll pause at the top, keep both legs together, and then just lower the bottom leg down and up. Really breathing here. Try to keep that top leg nice and high. And then bringing both legs together, lifting them up and lower down. Let's come immediately now onto our left forearm and bring the hips up high into a side plank. Reach your right arm up and let's come back to those hip dips, really breathing and lifting up with the hips. This is a subtle movement, but you can really feel it in the whole body. And then let's stop at the top and bring the right arm overhead and hold. Breathe. Reach and breathe. And lower down. I know that must feel good. Bring the knees bent in front of you and we'll go back to that side stretch with the left arm up and over towards the right side. Great job. Come back up and let's come now onto the back side of the body. So we're coming down onto the forearms and the elbows. Bend the knees, bring the legs up to 90 degrees, and then lower down. And then bring the knees into the chest. So from here, we're just staying in this position, but reaching out and tapping the floor with opposite toes. Try to keep your chest open here and breathe with each movement. When you get back to center, hold both knees up and then stretch your right leg up and your left leg up and out. And we're just bending our right leg to meet our left, straightening it out and then lifting it up. Breathing here. This is a little bit of a unique one, but you can really start to feel it. Try to have your legs at an angle. Great job. Now let's switch the legs. Left leg comes up, bending and then reaching out to meet the right leg. Really trying to extend and point. Just a couple more. And then let's bring both legs out at an angle, reach the arms out. So this should really burn. And now we're just crisscrossing the legs, breathing. I know you can do this. We're almost at our resting point. Keep going. And then relax. Bring the knees into the chest and relax your back onto the ground. If it feels good for you, you could just rock from side to side really gently just to massage the lower spine. Let's now bring the feet to the ground and have the knees bent at hip distance. Bring the palms down alongside the body, and we're just going to lift the hips up and down a couple of times. Bringing your chin towards your chest, breathing as you inhale and come up, and exhale, lower down. So feel free to stay in this motion, or if you'd like to add the arms as you lift the hips up, reach the arms alongside the ears, and then lower them down as you come down. Breathing with each movement. And then let's keep the hips high, bring the arms towards the ceiling, and we'll just do some dips, up and up. Again, you could stay with this, or you could come onto your toes just for a little bit more of an intense movement and continue with your dips. Breathing with each movement. Pausing at the top and then slowly release down. Let's bring our right knee into our chest, stretch the left leg forward, bring your forehead up, and then we're just switching, bringing opposite knee into the chest. You can stay with this or bring your arms out alongside the body, really reaching and breathing. Again, you could stay here or take your hands behind your head and then bring opposite elbow to opposite knee. Really reaching and twisting as much as you can as you're breathing. You can stay here or we'll intensify it one more time by just straightening the arms and the legs and reaching for opposite foot. Breathing, keeping the lower back on the ground. See how long and tall you can make yourself as you twist. So good, we're almost done. From here, just reach the arms out and the legs out, and then bring the knees and the arms together, reaching in and out. Imagine bringing all the positive energy into the body. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And this one we're going to hold the arms behind us and the legs up, extended. Breathe, reach and breathe. So good. Relax the arms and the legs down. I like to bring the bottoms of my feet together so my knees can go outward. Turn your head from side to side and just take a moment here. Okay, now let's prepare for our roll up. So bring the legs together, bring the arms overhead. As you inhale, reach up and then over the legs and then release all the way down. Inhale, reach up, exhale, fold and come down. So really do this with awareness. Let's do 2 more before we fold over the legs completely. This time as you come up, fold over the legs, however that looks like for you. So we just have a few more minutes left of class. Let's come back to our hands and knees, and then we're going to shift onto our right leg and our right hand, having our left leg straight in line with the body. Bring your left arm overhead, and then reach your left leg up to meet the body. So now we're bringing our elbow and knee in and out, breathing and really reaching when you reach out. Let's do a couple more here. 3, 2, 1. And now let's hold the arm and leg up and just pump the leg. Pump, pump, pump. Keep breathing and reaching with the arm. Just a couple more. And then slowly lower down. Bring the knee down and come to hands and knees. And we'll come straight to down dog here, taking a breath. Come up on the toes if you'd like. Push the heels down. And then we'll come right back to our hands and knees. And then pushing into the palms, let's lift the knees a few inches off the ground. Coming into our bear walk, so bringing one knee to your elbow and then switching. Again, using your awareness here and breathing. So good. Let's come back to center and then push back to downward dog. Come back to hands and knees and let's go to the other side. So I'm just turning around so my front body faces you, but let's come onto our left hand and our left knee. Making sure the right leg is in line with the body, reach the right arm up. Reach the arm overhead and then reach the right leg up in line with the body. Again, let's come back to our elbow and knee crunches. Trying to keep the hips as high as possible and remembering to breathe here. Try not to let that leg fall. You're doing so good. Now let's hold the arm and leg up and let's do our pumps with the leg. Really breathing. I know this is a tough one. We're almost done with class. And then lower down, come to hands and knees and push back to downward facing dog. Let's look forward, step your right foot outside of your right hand, and then come back to downward dog. And then we'll switch. So left foot comes to the outside of the left leg. Breathing and looking forward every time you step forward. So feel free to continue with this slow movement, or you can add jumping. So we're just jumping from one side to the other, really pushing into the palms and breathing, looking forward. This is so good for the hips and really for the whole body. Let's do 2 more. 1, 2, and then pause in your lunge and just bring your left foot inside of the hand. Come up onto the fingertips, lower the back knee, and then push the hips back, fold over the left leg. Let's come back up now. Really coming into our lunge here. Reach the arms up and back, opening the chest. Breathing into the heart. Bring the hands down, lift the back leg if you'd like. Coming onto your right hand, bring your left arm up and twist. Breathing. And then bringing the hand back down. Let's step back to downward dog. And we'll just switch legs. So now bringing your right foot inside of your hands. Lower the back knee. Bring the hips back and fold over the right leg. Bringing the toes towards the ceiling. This should feel really good. Then shift forward, bring the arms up and back, and breathe once again into the chest. Lower the hands down, coming into your twist on this side. If you'd like to raise the back leg up, and then reach the right arm up. Bring the hand down. Let's step back to downward dog. And then walk the hands towards the feet and just let your upper body be really heavy over the lower body. Really bend your knees here. You can take a hold of opposite elbow. Relax your head. You could even bring your hands behind your neck and just bringing your chin towards your chest more. And then walk the hands back out to hands and knees. And let's come into a sitting position. Bring the bottoms of your feet together and bring the knees outward. Allow the spine to be tall. Reach now the left leg out at an angle, toes facing up, and then turn your body towards the left leg and fold over the leg. Finding your breathing here. And then let's come up and switch sides. So remembering to turn your body towards the right leg as you fold over. Let's come back up now, finding our seated position like we started class. Rolling the shoulders back a few times. Reach the arms up above your head, palms together, and then bring the palms in front of your heart. We'll end our intense Pilates class here. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my page. Have a beautiful day.